A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Saliba clears. Romero cuts out the pass. Romero. Great vision. Mohamed Salah risks. Chance! It's hit the upright. Goal! Arsenal! And we have liftoff. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Minutes is number 6, Antoine Semenyo.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Scholes takes a shot. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Scholes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's been played through. Oh, shoots! And he scores! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Arsenal have their lead. And he's gone looking for safety. De Bruyne. Robertson. Semenyo. McAllister. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he was quick to react. And it's been hooked away. He shifted it to the flank. He's picked Scholes!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Havertz! And the shot!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, there's the clearance. And that is the end of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Just a quick
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Ball is over the line. Van der Ven.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that was nowhere near his best. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mohamed Salah has it out wide and in space. And it's claimed by the keeper. Can he spark a counter here? Arsenal needing a change of fortune here. And he's picked it up out wide. And across it goes. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's De Bruyne. And he's managed to get rid. Romero kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's forced to go back. Nicely shaped ball. It's a promising position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, nicely intercepted. Gabriel. Arsenal have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 29, Kai Havertz. Number 10, McAllister. Number
Odegaard.
2, Adams. Number
Odegaard.
18,
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Number 19, Scholes.
Jota getting forward.
Number 11,
He's shifting through the gears here.
number 21.
And the assistant
Jürgen
referee has his
Jota.
flag raised for
Number
offside.
6, Gabriel. Number 9, Shevchenko. Number 24, Palmer. Substitutions taking place.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Gabriel attempts a clearance. Heading backwards.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. Arsenal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still,
There will
they
be
should
1
be able to
minute
see
at
it
a
out from
time.
here.
And it's shot! It's bounced back off the post. And the referee brings it to a close. Arsenal were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
With the owner of a blue car
What are your
parked
thoughts on
outside
today's
the
game then,
stadium
Jim?
gate,
Well, in all
kindly
honesty,
remove it,
Peter,
as it is
this
about
would
to
have
be
been
towed
seen
away.
as a very winnable game, but it turned into a typical case of how not to maximise your home advantage. And I think when you look back on it, Peter, the crowd played its part. There's no
Well, this is a critical game. A chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Trossard finds himself offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Gabriel has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. More and more pressure on the ball here. He's gone for goal! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Brilliantly cut out. He shifted it to the flank. That's a little off target. And here's McAllister. Now it's Scholes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now.
Drogba! And no mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. De Bruyne. Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Arsenal are down to 10 men. Threads one in. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Havertz. Wilshere. Lovely pass, but can he get there? De Bruyne. Drogba. Arsenal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. That's going wide left. Can he get it through? No, couldn't quite catch up to that. Van de Ven.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Havertz.
Has been indicated.
And he cuts out the supply. Deftly away. And that has put paid to that. That's it, 45 minutes up. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Arsenal are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11, Erdegaard.
So right back
Number
into the
7,
action.
Didier Drogba.
Well, I think they have to be
Coming on the
positive
field,
despite the scoreline.
number
The
10,
one thing they don't want to do,
McAllister.
Peter, is give
Number
away an early
20,
goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And De Bruyne! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Can he stop it going out? Count! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well-timed, excellent interception. McAllister. That's destined for the flank. Wilshere. To McAllister. No, again there's no way through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's quick to return it. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Adams. Scholes. Van de Ven. And he's managed to get... It's Scholes! That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And he's going to have his name taken. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. So the perfect chance to get one back. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Tries to pass it through. Gabriel. Rodri. Wilshere. Now it's Havertz. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's McAllister. Count. That is good strength. And he's gone looking for safety. Scholes. Chance here to counter. Now it's Havertz. White cuts it out. Floated through. Count. He's got away. McAllister puts them all in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Now it's Havertz. He's shifting through the gears here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And we're done. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that... Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. Claude Makaleli, a player whose name entered the very language of the game, Jim.
Yeah, but his arrival in English football, Peter, I felt was key in taking the title from the previous season's Invincibles. And his first goal in English football was scored on what was the homecoming of the new champions.
Yeah, stoppage time penalty. He missed it actually, but he did score on the rebound.
Yeah, that's right. Not glamorous, nor spectacular, but no less crucial. It pretty much describes him as a player.
He's looking unstoppable! Cross flung in towards the middle. Shot a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
De Bruyne most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
White does well to get it back. Nice bit of trickery. And it's Scholes. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Can he get it through?
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Haaland charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Haaland clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Threads one in. De Bruyne. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Shevchenko. He's having a pop! Always going over the top.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well timed, excellent interception. Van Nistelrooy. McAllister. And it's De Bruyne. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get rid. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Lovely pass. Takes a shot! It's hit the upright. Van Nistelrooy gets flagged offside. Saliba. Makaleli, a player who needs no introduction. And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Oh, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And we're already back, and he's decided to go for it. That'll be a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Tries a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And he should have made them pay.
Yeah, it was still a really positive move though, Peter, to get the runner through like that. It's great coordination.
Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Looking for a runner. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Saliba makes the interception. Tries to pass it through. No luck with that dink over the top. Ball is over the line. McAllister. Van Dijk clears it away. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. De Bruyne plays it short. Here comes the cross.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Looking to play him in. Scholes. That's a little off target. Looking for Scholes! Nicely weighted ball. Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to... And Van Nistelrooy! Dispatched clinically. And that could well be the winner.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. And it's Van Nistelrooy.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Looking for the run. Van Nistelrooy!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
White puts the ball in.
2
And that has been cleared.
indicated.
Van Nistelrooy. Adams gets... And that will be the final act. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. And a chance! It's run, and it's come back out to him. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Now it's Ronaldinho, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. Rice goes sliding in. And it's been shipped out wide.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He
Goes for a shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Puyol clears it away. Saliba. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to belt it away. Stojkovic. Agahawa. And this is Ronaldinho. So it is still 0-0. It's loose now and they want to get it. Yamal! Oh, that's a key interception. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Yamal. Roberto Carlos with the clearance. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Cafu. And he's decided to go for it. Now this could be a chance. And that is masterful defending.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Rijkaard. This might spell danger. The ball has bounced loose now. Caught offside that time. Cafu threads one in. Yamal, he's shifting through the gears here.
1 minute added time.
Traumeri tries one from range. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please join me
to review
in
the
wishing
first
all the
half.
best for
It's a
members
bit
of our
disappointing
fan
the
club
way the team
celebrating their
couldn't
wedding
make the most of
anniversary
what
today.
looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. We're on the move again. So the first half brought no goals. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Tries to play it through. Roberto Carlos. Yamal. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Yamal, and he's found a way past. Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away. It is an explosive start to the second half. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Messi really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Messi, very much a man of this moment. And it's Neymar. And this is Luis Suarez. And he is dashing away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's a little off target. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Oh, great chance! Shoots! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Is number 18.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Added time.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neymar, he has found the way through. Neymar! And that is wildly off target. That should be it. That will be it. Arsenal can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Arsenal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Hello attendees, this is a...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Once described as being born offside, Filippo Inzaghi feels like the last of a dying breed, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I feel sometimes he doesn't get the credit he fully deserves, because I think he's one of the most intelligent strikers around too. His game is all about anticipation, positioning and speed over those first 3 yards.
Good old-fashioned poacher, in other words.
Exactly, and you don't...
It's Inzaghi! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
That's really well cleared. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. No way through. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now there's a fine ball. Davids.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That is ended up in no man's land. Rice. Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Saliba. Can he get on the end of this? Zaire Emery cuts out the pass. Yamal. Davids. Oh, this looks sharp. Threads one in. That has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mateus.
Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Joelinton! That is decidedly lacking.
Brazil really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Mateus. Is there any support? He might not need it. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Linton. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Zaire Emery. Stojkovic. Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. Who played through for the wide man. Davids. And he can clear it away. Now it's Yamal. And the referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And we come to
any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
So the action resumes.
Arsenal really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Well, no joy this time. Beckenbauer gets it clear. Scholes. No, that was never going to make it. Beckenbauer is there to clear. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Inzaghi. Goes for the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Real chance! And that's a tiny finish. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Can he get it through? And he's in on goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And smartly reclaimed. Zaire Emery, Yamal. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's an excellent interception. That's a decent clearance.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Ronaldinho. He is through here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ambitious ball here. And he's there to clear it. And it's Stojkovic. Tries a shot! And no mistake. in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And he's managed to get free. Yamal, he is onto this.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 13, Van Nistelrooy. Number 18, Ronaldinho. Number 14, Rice.
Davids is there and he can get that clear. Costa Curta,
Number 9,
that is a little undercooked.
coming on the field.
Adams gets
Number
over and
29,
intercepts.
Kai Havertz. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 60.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the cards. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Clipped into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Ribéry. Koundé. And he was quick to react.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Ribéry. And this is... And he shoots! It's anyone. Oh, that's ambitious. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Tries to play it through. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Senegal have a free kick. There's a quick free kick. And he is deftly away. Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Going for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Great vision. Look at the space here.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's intervened well there. And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please be reminded that drinking
neither
is
side
only allowed
has
in the
found a way
areas
through
shown on
yet.
this map.
Yeah,
Thank you very
nil-nil,
much
but
for your
definitely not
cooperation.
from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So right back into the action.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Looking for a runner. He's found space here. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Dembele! And a goal! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Ribéry wins the duel this time. Ribéry making good progress. He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's gone looking for safety. And he's taking no chances there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
France are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Overhit and out of play.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Pressing high and with purpose. Oh, that's fabulous. Foot in. Gently done. That has not gone well.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Mbappe! That's the keeper's ball.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Cleared without hesitation. No way through there. He has found the way through. Dembele. Pass is just off target.
Substitution.
So here comes a substitution. So a couple of front-footed alterations here. A pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
France still ahead by the game's only goal. He's got away. No outsmarting him this time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dembele. That is expertly dealt with. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, that's delightful. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chance! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. France have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates.
So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And we have our very first corner. Oh, good climb! No, just not quite.
Van Nistelrooy is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Yamal. It's a throw-in. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
White is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Scholes. White. Beckenbauer. That's going wide left. Threads one in. There will be a throw-in. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Approaching the half-hour mark. Looking for options for movement. That has been slung wide. And that's a dangerous ball. Pedri.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's on it, can he get away? And he gets rid in a hurry. It's been shipped out wide. Bolivia have it back and can go again. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. That is ended up in no man's land. Beckenbauer. And it's White. Here's Rodri. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Yamal. Scholes. Goes for the shot! Oh, he's given that. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How would you review the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Now, can they get him away?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Pedri finds himself offside. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
He's picked his way through. It's a promising position, and the cross comes in. Oh, great leap! And it's in! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Bolivia, after 69 minutes, is number 7.
Bolivia have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he's picked it up out wide. Forced to go back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's a sharp little ball here. Pedri. Now he's got space here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's having a hit! And that could have brought them level.
Pedri is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 26.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 19.
Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. He's quick to return it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Mbappe, number 29. Kai Havertz. Substitution in progress.
And it's Ronaldinho. And he's cut it out.
2 added minutes has
And
been
he's quick to
indicated.
get rid. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
The type of defeat that's hardest to take, Peter. One where you know the game was winnable, yet no matter what you did, it just wouldn't go in, and then all of a sudden, bang, you're behind.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
And a quick reminder today, everybody.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Godoy. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Great vision. He's through here. Van Nistelrooy! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Great chance! Scores! A princely strike! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Ronaldinho scooting forward. And he's taking no chances there. Godoy. Oh, this looks sharp. Roberto Carlos gets across and deals with it. Ronaldinho getting forward. Half an hour played now. Now that's well seen too. Pedri conjures time and space where few can. And he's being shifted off it, distributed tidily. Arsenal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Pedri. Murillo. Godoy. Scholes. Now it's Yamal. And it's been played through. Oh, that's a key interception. Godoy.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Arsenal clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Arsenal looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. Back on the way then. And that is headed for the middle. That has been knocked clear. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. That's a sharp pass. Good ball, good take. It's a really well-measured ball. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Ronaldinho. He has found the way through. Ronaldinho. Cleared without hesitation. Godoy. No way through there. Knocks it into space. And this is Van Nistelrooy! Oh, belter! About as smooth as it gets. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And yes, it's him again.
Coming on the field is
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. Roberto Carlos. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Searching pass he's played there. And he's taking no chances there.
Substitution for Panama. Number 10. Number
So we have
24.
further activity on the bench
Coming
here.
on the field. Number 7. Number 18.
Goes for a shot! And it's there! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline.
The goal scorer for Arsenal.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on
Van Nistelrooy! And that's a sharp finish. 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him.
The goal scorer for Arsenal.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Number 13. Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Arsenal are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well read, nice interception. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Godoy. Can he latch on to this? And he cuts out the supply.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
On that, it scores! He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Number 19.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
6
Been
added
shipped
minutes
out
has
wide.
been indicated.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tries to play it through, and he's intervened well there. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Murillo. Threads one in. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's in a great position here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Van
And we come to you
Nistelrooy
now
doing
with a
what he
quick
does
request
best,
for
just
support
running
for
the
our
show.
World Charity Fund.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Arsenal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.